Now we have to get the achievement. Okay, where was the achievement again?
Gone. What could it mean?
No, I remember.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
It's bucket time. Nice.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
I agree.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live
I'm
up
sorry to hear that, Az.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow. Investor showcase.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Of course. Yes. I see. They're back. 2 doors.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
Taste
right
the sequel.
There. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising.
It's never the end. Again.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Oh, okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sure, yeah. I was totally listening to every word you just said, narrator. Really, I was. Sure, yes. Ooh.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay, so we want to do the player button, jump circle, infinite hole. Oh, achievement. There we go. That's what I want. Wait, can I grab the Stan the Rain first? I want another Stan the Rain. I need more Figglies.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Nice.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Nice. Thank
As you
you.
can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the
Language,
achievement?
narrator. Language.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago.
Oh, was
Who
it?
fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended.
Totally.
It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Yep, you got this, narrator. Now, Stan Lorraine.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Aww. Aw, Satch. Huh? But I need more. Infinite hole? Huh. Infinite hole. Infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
Ooh.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A steady
Okay.
leap forward for video games as a medium.
Ooh. Jump. Eee.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport
I know,
button
Az.
to pop back up
I
to the
know.
top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Don't wanna.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Don't wanna. Having fun.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
Oh?
Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective,
Dear
infinite
God.
is merely philosophical in
No.
nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
I
You
wanted to
found
keep
me out,
falling.
Stanley. I'm a liar and a
What?
cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
Meeting
by
at 2
falling.
p.m.
What normal person actually wants to fall
Sincerely,
infinitely?
management.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things gotta go.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
Here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yes.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
That sucks.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Huh.
Here, let's try something.
Okay, okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of
Sheesh.
my lie has come.
Yeah,
to
we're not
haunt
going back
me.
in.
Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
Huh.
It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
It's in a very aggressive divot. Man. Okay, now, bucket. Huh? The what? Oh, the skip button. Okay. Oh, gift? Skip. Jim.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Here it is. Okay. I read maps. Yes, I do.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
What do they
And of
really
course,
want?
The first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Of course.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Hun, would you pretty please?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button
You wanna
only
see
says
more?
the name Jim. But of
No,
course,
no
in
more.
the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really
Okay.
simulate the full
It's
experience
bucket
of
time,
this
you guys.
feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep
Oh.
breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I have to play
I
through
want
it.
you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a person
Jim.
can be too
Jim.
much Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
Jim.
Otherwise, soon
Jim.
you'll start to lose
Jim.
all
Jim.
sense of who you
Jim.
actually
Jim.
are.
Jim. Jim.
Aw, man. No more Jim. Everyone's got one. Apparently, we are all Jim. Are you feeling it as? I mean, Jim?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Huh. I don't know about that.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket?
Bucket.
Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Bucket! Boom.
Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to
Bucket!
destroy both of them. I know how much the
Bucket!
bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope
Bucket!
one day you can forgive me.
Bucket.
Press F.
Trying to screenshot last photo of my bucket, but it won't screenshot. Huh?
Press F.
Huh?
Press F.
F.
F to pay respects.
F. F in the chat for the bucket. 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 F in chat for bucket. 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 Bucket.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Shut up, narrator. I'm mad. Bucket.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
No.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will
Bucket.
come together as one single coherent video game, but...
Bucket. Hello, my love.
It's going to work.
Long time no
There's
see.
definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Bucket.
I'll arrange these new
Bucket.
features together, and we'll see
Bucket.
whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Bucket.
Okay.
Bucket.
Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Bucket. Bucket.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort
Bucket!
of... Okay, never mind.
Give me.
Hold on.
Give me
Let
the
do a
bucket.
different
Give me the
arrangement.
bucket.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Bucket.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Bucket. You have 3.
This
Give me
isn't a
1.
coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Bucket.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Bucket.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans
Bucket.
to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they wouldn't
Bucket.
stand on their own. They would need the structure and the
Bucket.
gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well,
There's no bucket.
insert a few of my new features into it.
Bucket.
Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original
Bucket.
game. Would
Bucket.
it possibly work?
Bucket,
I
bucket.
suppose it could. But
Bucket.
it would need a really, really
Bucket.
tremendous title screen. A
Bucket.
title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
Bucket.
This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Bucket.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Honk honk. Bucket. Bucket. Bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Bucket.
What could it mean?
Bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the
Bucket!
meeting. It's bucket time.
Bucket. Bucket. Bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one
Let's
was
see how
here.
fast I can go.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
See if I can do it. The end is never the end. Is never the end.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door
Yes,
that read,
all the hugs
Mind
and
Control
cuddles for
Facility.
us.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both
Come
wondered to themselves.
on, zip it. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The monitors jumped
Let's go,
to life,
let's go, let's
and Stanley
go.
nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored
Hello,
like
hello,
guinea pigs.
hello.
The bucket
Let's go,
had
let's
never
go,
seen
let's go.
anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as
Okay,
Stanley
bucket.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a
You're
bucket want
fine.
to do
Come on, bucket.
or
You're
not
good.
want to do
Let's
in
go.
the first
Let's go.
place?
Let's go. Let's go.
These questions raised
Let's
fears
go.
in Stanley's feeble mind. No!
Let's go.
He
Let's
screamed
go.
into the
Let's
bucket.
go.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Bucket.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket. Bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking,
I might have to
eating,
do this
working,
without the
all of
bucket
it
to
monitored and commanded from this very place.
Get the speed run.
As the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Speed run.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Is it? Is it?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
That sounds like
Both of them
fun.
wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
That would be
True,
confusing.
it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Yes.
With
Come
one
on, let's
another
go.
to lean on, to
Let's go.
trust,
Let's go.
to
Let's go.
support.
Let's go. Let's go.
What? Wait.
Excuse me.
What was happening?
Excuse
Why had
me.
the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be
Excuse
free?
me.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This
Are
building
you
did
brewing
not
coffee,
want
hun?
the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Uh-oh.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
Oh, no.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
I have
To be trapped
bucket.
eternally in darkness isn't really so bad.
Bucket.
Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley thought. Very soon now, he was about to find out. All of his co-workers were gone. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.